Hi everybody, and thank you for joining. First, I would like to thank GitKraken and GitKon for hosting this event. My name is Ruth Vela, and I am the Director for Global Technology Experience at Nextiva. And let me start by saying that I am not a developer. I am an engineer gone rogue, but I've heard great things about how developers leverage GitKraken and how much GitKraken is doing to really foster a global community. I'm really happy to be talking to you today and to have the opportunity to share with you how Nextiva has been able to enable and engage remote engineering teams. So let's start by telling you what Nextiva is. We are a business communications company with more than 300 technologists on staff distributed across multiple countries. We started offering VoIP services and fast forward 14 years, and we just launched a new work hub called Nextiva that helps businesses connect with their customers in a really meaningful way. So with 300 people across the globe, you can imagine that it's really important to make sure that every one of our engineers feels engaged as part of our team. And that's why we created a really successful program that focuses on three pillars: enablement, connection, and career growth and development. We named this program Technology Experience. And today I'm going to share with you how we did it and how you can go about it. So let's dive in. We can't talk about technology experience without talking about remote work and the war of talent. Today, remote work is mainstream, but we were building distributed engineering teams even before the world was forced to turn to remote. So we have figured out how to provision laptops across the globe, and that yes, you're still on mute, but many distributed teams are still missing the mark when it comes to creating a really engaging team and environment. Bringing everyone together regardless of location, it's really hard. Just think for a minute. How connected do you feel with your peers across the other end? A new survey found that 50% of people are simply not engaged. And that is actually driven mostly by people that are under the age of 35. We know that great technology can only be built by great and engaged technologists. So the competition is fierce, and companies like ours, companies like Nextiva and like GitKraken, we need to really find ways to distinguish ourselves from the big ones, from the Apple, the Amazons, and the Googles. That's where a technology experience program, a technology experience team comes in. When we first established this back in 2018, our goal was to enable us to attract top talent and ensure that they were engaged. Technology experience isn't just about team builders. Sure, it is obviously really nice to share a beer with your colleagues. What people really want is a really meaningful way to connect with each other. They want to grow in their careers. I want to grow in my career, and I want to feel a sense of belonging and to know how the company is performing. If you can deliver this, then you are actually light years ahead. You can think of it as developer relations level 0. So here's how we did it. Remember those three pillars that I mentioned? Connection, enablement, career growth, and development. If you look at every element of Nextiva's Technology Experience program, you will see this. Let's start with enablement. Enablement gives team members the right tools and resources they need to succeed. We empower our teams from day one with our technology onboarding program. This is a framework to ensure every new hire is equipped with the right knowledge, skills, and best practices to have a smooth integration and to accelerate the time it takes to start contributing, let's just say it, to start pushing code to production. Every new hire receives a personalized welcome page with a lot of really good information as to how to navigate Nextiva. And not only that, to facilitate this journey, we have also created the Nextiva Buddy program. Someone from the new hires team becomes their go-to person to answer any questions along the way. So once a team member is settled, then we need to start looking at the second pillar, which is connection. This is where those beers come into play. But as you know, with a remote team, having that or making that, it's not always possible. So it's really important to build layers of connection into the employee experience. Our monthly Tech All Hands is a way to do this. This is a live broadcast that gathers more than 80% of our team. Here, our Chief Technology Officer gives business updates, we celebrate promotions, new hires, we even have guest speakers and our own technologists coming in to showcase what they are doing, but also to make sure that we are sharing information so that the company can be in sync. We have other forms of virtual connection too, like our bi-weekly town hall and even our public tech talks. These are technical discussions that we do where we talk about software development and AI, and you should totally join them. While we are a remote team, it is powerful when a team comes together and collaborates in person. That's why we introduced something that we called Tech Assemblies. So periodically, for a few couple of days, we gather teams in one location and ask them to work on a project, figure out a problem to solve, but mostly work with others, cross-collaborate, and have fun. Once a team member is onboarded and connected, then we need to figure out the best way to help them continuing to grow. And that's where our third pillar comes in: career growth and development. The two core components here are our training grants and our 10% Fridays. Engineers are known for seeking continued learning. You know this, I know this. So we established the training grant program where engineers can submit a proposal to attend conferences, take e-learning lessons, or even join trainings. We give the tools to the engineers so can they decide what their best path is. Then, it's not only about training and learning. We also want to empower them to have hands-on experience. That's where the 10% Friday comes in. The basic idea here is to set aside 10% of our work time so that people can collaborate and work on a project. Think about this, how would I say it? Think about it as small recurring hackathons where you can go from developing a new app to maybe writing a new script, working with team members on a nonprofit, gathering people for meetups, or even collaborating with the open source community. So, one last point. When we created the technology experience team, we gave a lot of thought on how to make it successful. Technologists are a unique group of people, and creating experiences that they want and they need comes with nuances. Knowing what's relevant for engineers is crucial to make a program like this be successful. That's why our technology experience team is embedded in our technology organization, reporting to our CTO. We believe that with this kind of a structure, then we're sitting at the core of all things technical, and we're able to make fast and quick decisions that are going to deliver a ton of benefit. We collaborate with other leaders across the organization and across our engineering leadership to develop these programs, and more importantly, to make sure that we know how to successfully execute them. Turns out that creating an amazing employee experience, it's a team sport. A program like this can only be successful when your managers and your leaders are bought in, but also when you activate others to become evangelists. And let me just tell you that, as with software, this is a continuous development. The only constant is change, and rarely a company will achieve perfection when it comes to enabling and engaging remote teams. So, as you build a program like this, or even a team like this, please keep in mind that you need to, yes, launch your programs, but also review and adapt. And that a diversity of different types of initiatives or ways to go about it is going to increase your chances to really power human connections. So with that, I'm just going to thank everybody for joining, and I'm just really interested in seeing what are the questions that you have. This was just a peek on what technology experience means, but if you want to learn more, watch this space. Thank you, everybody.